We're so weird. Hello, Flosstube. Welcome back. We just recorded part of this and we had a mishap and we couldn't stop laughing. So then we had to stop and start over. So, welcome back to our channel. I'm Carrie. This is my sister Sarah, who was with me last week, and this is our cousin Whitney, who's with us for the first time. We are Three Trail Stitchers, and this is a channel about cross stitch. If you are coming back from one of our previous videos, thank you so much for watching. We're pretty excited. We're up to like 43 subscribers.
She bursts into song a lot.
Yeah. So we're excited. If you're new, just joining us, then welcome. We've already had to stop once because of a mishap. So anyway, we're going to start with a previous fully finished object. At least it used to be fully finished, and then it fell apart. So my first pattern I ever stitched was Which Better Have My Candy by Frosted Pumpkin. And I think this is the second or third thing I stitched. I'm not sure of the name of it, but we finished it. Well, my mom did. I mean, I didn't finish it because I'm not that good yet. It's got some black pom-pom trim around it. It's on a piece of, she'll use both foam board and those acid-free comic book insert cardboard pieces. And so it's finished on one of those with some batiks and then an orange batik on foam board and then hot glued to this dollar spot, which is not really a dollar spot. It's a $3 spot lately.
From Target.
From Target. So.
That we found last year.
And hopefully my Halloween stuff will be going up over the next week. We're going to try to bring my stuff up today and then I'll slowly put things out over the next week. Here's what happened to my little guy. I was holding it up, and because it's from the Target dollar spot, I was holding it and his little leg broke. And then we started laughing and we couldn't stop laughing. But it's really sad. So he'll be hot glued and he'll still be able to hang up. So, you know, that's just 2020 in a nutshell. Sarah, do you have any fully finished objects?
Yes, I have two I'm going to show. These are both patterns that are from Good Morning Maui on Etsy. I absolutely love her stuff. This was one of the first really big patterns I did, and I just really loved stitching it. It is the Haunted Mansion portraits.
The stretching portraits?
The stretching portraits.
Yeah.
And then my mom, of course, fully finished it off. She used felt and made it look like an old-fashioned frame. And then I have... it hangs on the bars on the back, but then I have a really like kind of old-fashioned looking hook at home that it hangs on on my wall. And the other one I finished was a present for my library para, Amy, because when all of quarantine started, she was telling me different shows we should watch, and one of them she said we should watch was Tiger King, which she and I...
we were one of the 9 billion
people that watched it.
Tiger King.
But then this is another Good Morning Maui pattern from Lion King. Says, hey,
Tiger King.
Tiger King?
From the Lion King. Oh, man.
Oh,
right,
I'm so sorry.
Just
Okay, we're just going to keep on going. It says, hey, all you cool cats and kittens.
All I can hear is the Lion King, like,
which we can't even do right. And again, this was one my mom finished off on sticky board and some foam core. She put a really cool, I don't know, it almost looks jungly looking fabric in the background, and then I just gave her an easel to stand it on at work. And she loves it. She's been showing it off to everyone at work. So those are my two fully finished. Oh no, I can put the sticky board.
So do you want to show one of your finished objects?
I don't have fully finished anything because it's my weakness. I just cross stitch and put
You're
it in
a
a bag.
process stitcher.
That's what
they
it is.
say.
So this is something I started back in March, and it's a quote from Practical Magic. You see it okay?
Yeah, I think we can see it, but I'll hold it up.
I bought the pattern off Etsy from, I think it was Kissa Creations, and I changed the colors up a little bit on it. and have a plan to hang it in my entryway.
Yeah, I love that.
I love the
that
colors
movie.
you
Oh,
chose.
my chair's
And
gonna
then
squeak.
I love Shark Week. It's my favorite week of summer. So I got this from Snarky Art Creations on Etsy and finished it just in time for Shark Week to start. And
How was Shark Week this year?
Yeah.
it was amazing.
Was it Sharky?
It's always amazing. Lots of sharks. It's great.
How do they find new shark stuff to show every year?
I'm pretty sure they say they show the same stuff every year.
Every
you
year,
don't even
people
care.
just watch it.
Just people
Right.
just watch it.
Did anyone steal
Yeah.
your remote from you this year while you were trying to watch it and
No.
switch it over to the food channel?
No. He learned his lesson to not mess with my Shark Week.
All right. Awesome.
So those are my two probably most recent finishes that will eventually be truly finished at some point.
I have one new start that I finished this week, and it was this one, which it's kind of hard because we can't really.
We should have done that behind Whitney's.
And I'm sorry, my chair is going to keep squeaking. So it says Nasty Women Vote. I feel like I can't control anything this year in 2020, so all I can control is my anger over politics. So it's coming out in my stitch. And I mean, I'm not joking. That's all I can control right now. So this is actually a pattern from Prudence Kitsch, Kitch, who's on Etsy, also on Instagram. And I'm in a group on Facebook, and I had posted, does anyone have like a Nasty Women Vote cross-stitch pattern? Because I couldn't really find one. And she messaged me and said that she has one that was ready, but she hadn't had a time to stitch it to put up on Etsy. And so she asked if I'd be willing to stitch it. And I said absolutely. And so I finished it during this week. And I used, you can't really tell even if it's close up, but
I was going to try and kind of...
I
If it
used
will-
Etoile for
Yeah, you can't really see
yeah,
it.
Etoile for the blue and for the red, and also for the black in Vote. And then everything else was just sort of like things I had around the house. So I really like how it turned out. It's now available for sale on her Etsy. She has a lot of really cool patterns. We all listen to the podcast My Favorite Murder, and she's got a My Favorite Murder quote on there, and just some really cool stuff. She has a really neat new centennial of the 19th Amendment pattern that I bought also. And her patterns are really inexpensive. This was like $3. So go check it out if you're angry like me, or even if you're not. You don't have to be angry. You can just stitch things that make you feel better because you're stabbing things while thinking. So there you go. So that's my one that I worked on mostly this week. So I guess I'll start whips. I'll just go to whips, right?
Sure.
That'll work. My only other whip this week is I finished the next part of Positivity Rules Sal, which then the next part came out last night. So I was caught up for all of, I don't know, 3 days. But I really enjoyed doing it. This was the biggest part. This was part 3. And it's the largest of them all, and I think the next part will go pretty quickly.
So that was the roof and everything, right?
Yeah, so it's the roof. It was the roof, the
looks
rainbow, the word share, the moon, all that top part was part 3. So the roof, I mean, it took me quite a while. Just that roof took me a while. But the next part goes like, I'm pretty sure it's on this side and then the bottom, and it's like 3 more words, I think. So I will most likely start that sometime this week because it would be nice to finish it early this month, and then I believe there's only one more part after this. So that's Positivity Rules Stitch Along by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. And she has a new Stitch Along starting soon. I don't think it's already started. Starting soon, called Oh Dear, which is a Christmas Stitch Along. And if you've seen her, is it Oh Pumpkin?
I don't.
It was a fall stitch along that it's shaped like a tree, and it has all different kinds of like fall characters and animals. And this is the Christmas version of that. She's going to do a tree, I think, for each season. I've not bought it yet, but probably will
You will.
at some point. All right, Sarah, any whips?
What's that?
This is to kit it up to go.
Oh, okay. Well, I said last week I was going to make some progress on Whitney's Dr. Facilier, and I didn't. I didn't do anything this week when I got home from work. School for us has, well, not with kids, but school for teachers has started back. Oh my God, where is it? And so I have been exhausted just trying to think what it's going to look like and get everything ready in my library. And in my head, I know I still have another week to do that, but apparently I feel like I have to do everything at once. So I was exhausted this week, so I didn't do anything. But, so there's where I was last week, and there's where I am again this week.
Dr. Facilier's hat.
Yep. But we did cut some fabric today for some projects.
Yeah.
That I want to start. Is that what we're going to do next?
Well, no, but she has to show her whip.
Well, no, I meant.
Oh, the plans?
Yeah.
We'll do that after. Whitney
Apparently,
shows
I
her
can't
whips.
tell you anything yet, so Whitney's got to.
I don't know what's going on. I'm just
She's just here.
going with it.
So what's your current whip?
Okay, I just lost my needle.
Oh.
Okay, hold tight. Hang on. Stand by. Okay. So I started this actually, probably well over a year ago. It's got it. I don't know what it's called.
There.
And this is the pattern. Sorry for the glare.
We took a trip to Branson 2 years ago.
I don't think
Or
it's
we
been
just,
that long. Was it last summer?
Yeah, a
last
year ago summer.
A
Yeah,
year ago.
To this little shop called Cecilia's.
Cecilia's Samplers.
Yeah.
And I bought this little pattern here. It has the little buttons for the faces. And I had started it and then put it away because I get bored with things. So I dug it back out, and that's what I've been working on just the past week or so.
And you're pretty close.
Yeah, I'm almost done. I just have a little tombstone and the writing. Some back
Words
stitching to
and
do.
then, yeah.
But that's all I've been working on. I have a bunch of things.
Did you
ready
dye
to
that
work on.
fabric?
I did. I dyed this fabric. I honestly don't even remember what the colors were, but I like to dye fabric. It's kind of fun to see how it turns out. So
Did we? Is that one though that we ice dyed and then we dyed again?
this is done in a mason jar.
Oh, that was just
like
mason
a couple
jar?
dips in a mason jar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have some of my ice dyed fabric
All right.
that I brought. That's all I'm working on right now.
Okay. So next we can talk about haul things we have purchased. Have you? So let me show what I've gotten. I have some stuff that I got from Stash Unload because I should just unjoin the groups because it's a real problem. So, but I keep on doing it. So from Stash Unloading, I got some old pattern books. Last week I had shown a Cat's Meow, the little wooden houses I collect. I had shown a Cat's Meow book that I got from Stash Unload. This is Cat's Meow Christmas Village, which I'm sort of excited about. I really like stitching houses. I like little villages. It's a thing. And then I bought these two. I had been looking at like dimensions kits. I don't know why. I've suddenly decided I need to stitch something gigantic. And I really like the English cottages, that kind of look. And someone had these up that were not dimensions. One's a Stony Creek, and one is Cross My Heart Ink. And they're both like probably 90s or 1990s, 1980s English cottage patterns. But they're intense.
Dude.
And it's not the
that's
pattern
huge.
itself. I don't mind stitching a lot, but just like looking at the pattern to read it,
They're tiny.
they're pretty intense and tiny. So,
You might need to make like a working copy. And
that'll happen
a
in
little
like
bit bigger or something.
mid 2040.
Yeah.
So, and then
When we retire.
yeah, right. Today we went to our LNS CC and Company in Blue Springs, Missouri, and because I wanted to pick up my Just Cross Stitch 2018 Christmas Ornament magazine, which I'm very excited about. I always love the Halloween one.
2018.
What did I
It's
just say?
2020.
2020. Did I say 2018? You know, whatever.
Like, was it an old?
I have no idea what she bought. I don't pay attention to her when we're in
I
there.
climbed into my DeLorean, went back and bought the 2018. Anyway, the 2020 Just Cross Stitch Christmas ornaments. I always love the Halloween ornament one, but I'm also a big Christmas fan too. I just don't know that they always have as cute of stuff as
They do. You just don't pay attention.
the Halloween. But this year, I think there's some really cute stuff. I'm not going to show you the whole thing.
I mean,
but
there's some stuff that I
this
even like.
buffalo with the greenery is from Open Road Abode, whose patterns I've really gotten into lately, even though I've not stitched one yet. There's, of course, a frosted pumpkin pattern. I think this Christmas peacock right here is amazing, and the colors are really good. So anyway, I was excited to get this. It's nice to have some Christmassy stuff on the horizon.
Santa is cute too.
Yeah, and that other one is really cute in the middle.
Oh, totally.
So
Yeah.
pick that up, and because you can't just buy one thing, I bought myself a Tacky Bob bead holder because, you know, now I'm going to do all the Mill Hill kits, even though I've never done one. So this
No,
is
but
my...
you did the Satsuma thing with the beads,
Yeah.
and you did a very nice job.
And so
Yeah,
I thought
that's
this would be easier. I had bought some, like, these little plastic sticky pads, which I think are used for, like, diamond painting. And they're nice, and they worked well, but they're extremely sticky, and I love that this has a cover that it closes over it, so it's not sticking to everything. And then I bought this, which I've been looking at forever, which is Hands-On Design. Let's Talk Autumn Chalk Chalk. I've been watching everybody stitch it. Helen D. I don't know, everybody's stitching it, and I love it. And I love the different colors people are doing it on, so I thought they were out of it, but I saw it hanging somewhere else, and I bought it. So I'm super excited to do this. Then we went to Quilter Station, which is a quilting store in Lee Summit, Missouri. They have a lot of great fabric.
They carry a little bit of cross stitch stuff.
Yeah, they have
But
some.
they're
They have some
mainly
Picture This Plus fabric, but they're, for the most part,
And
they
fancy
carry
flosses.
quilter's fabric, like fabric and
Pattern.
quilting supplies, wool, applique, that kind of stuff. So, and I bought some fat quarters that I could use to make bags. So there's some Halloweeniness with little ghosts. Here's some black cats wearing glasses and
That one's mine.
hats.
Just remember that.
Okay. I
I
got
know
this
She's a big
pretty
jerk.
Christmas holly type fabric to make a bag for our mom. And then this bat fabric, which I want to use. I bought the Lindy Stitches
I have it on my
new Dracula pattern. And I thought this would make a cool bag for that Dracula pattern for when I stitch it. I mean, there's like 4 things I want to start, so it's probably not going to happen.
How well you'll be able to see it. But
Yeah, it might not show up very well. It's going to keep flipping on us, probably. I'm going to try to hold it gingerly so it doesn't flip. And it's upside down. It's got, it's going to be a comedy of errors.
Sorry.
It's got Dracula. It's just going to keep flipping, hanging upside down. I'm sure you've seen it. It was
Yeah, totally
everywhere
new stitches.
yesterday.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited to stitch that. And I think that's it. Yeah, and there's 2 patterns within
kind
it,
of
which is
blurry,
very
but-
cool.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited to stitch that, and I am sure I bought something else, but I don't remember what it is at this point. So what did you buy?
So this is Haunted, designed by Misty Purcell, and I ordered it from Top Knot Stitcher off Instagram because my online shopping is out of control. And then today when we were out, I just bought a bunch of floss for new projects. That is in my bag somewhere else.
So I really like that.
This is a bag I got from Dark Side
Dark
Bags, which is amazing. It's little evil gnomes.
And she's on Instagram at Darkside Bags.
Yes.
What did you buy, Sierra?
I also bought the 2020 Ornament magazine
Because she can't share.
because I don't know how to share. That's why the Halloween magazine is still at my house and no one has had a chance to look at it yet. And then I bought this a couple weeks ago, but this is, I think, what I'm getting ready to start, and it's Good Morning Maui again. And it's a full Haunted Mansion, Happy Haunts. It's amazing. So-
Yeah, if you're looking for someone who's stitching that to see what it looks like, Lollipop Stitches is stitching it currently.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah,
I
it
think
looks
she's
amazing,
doing
doesn't
sort
it?
of an
Yeah.
informal sal of it, so it's very cool. We are big Haunted Mansion people. That's probably one of our favorite rides. I mean, my favorite ride at Disney. changes on the day, but
you can always count on Haunted Mansion.
yeah, Haunted Mansion Pirates, those are like old favorites, old standbys. So
and we have to ride them multiple times before we're allowed to leave. So
yeah. So other things that we have been working on. Do you want to show your sew away bag, Sarah?
oh, okay. So I started sewing about a month ago.
Probably.
And we found this pattern. It's by So Demented, and I know she is on Instagram at So Demented, SEW, and then Demented. And I don't know, I hadn't sewn anything in probably since I made your 9-patch quilt. And so it has these. Well, it zips. I'm sorry. Let me start all over. It zips like this. The big zippers come down and make handles, and then when you open it, it has 3 zipped pockets inside, and then lots of space for everything. And Whitney's actually using hers. I have 3 of them myself at home and keep forgetting to actually put my cross-stitch stuff in one. Right now I'm just using one for my pens for work.
Yeah, I think they're super good for like pencil bags and that kind of stuff too.
That was the
For
reason
Well, I
anything.
have
started,
this on
but-
like my rolly cart, and so it's open, and I have like my scissors in one part and pens, so I can just reach in and it keeps things a little organized.
It would be
and
cool, which I
my
don't know
dog's
how it would
forgetting
work,
to
but to like somehow over here put a magnet that
You-
you could
Yeah.
stick your needle.
Part of the pattern has a pin cushion, and it's a part of the pattern I haven't done because they're like bonus parts. So it's something else, but I could see where you could put like a thread keep with a
that's a good idea.
magnet in it, and it has a pin cushion and something else. Or you could even put a piece of flannel in to use as a thread keep to hold your spare threads.
Yes, that's true. That's a good
So
idea.
that may be something I do. And then while we were talking about Good Morning Maui, I dug this out. I kitted this up a long time ago. This is another one of her patterns. So I think I'm going to start this. I'm going to finish
Oh, that's a good
Dr.
one.
Facilier.
Facilier.
My goal is to finish him this week, to actually do something. But another one of Good Morning Maui's patterns, Welcome Foolish Mortals. And I have it all kitted up. The fabric's all cut, ready to go. And the fabric is Fabric Flare, which is what I did my portraits on, and so it will match my portraits.
Yeah.
So, right?
I did not sew anything this week. I have a bag that's all cut out, and all it has to do is be sewn together, and it just didn't happen. We're trying to make, it's kind of an experiment bag because we're trying to make them slightly bigger. I like the bags that we've made, but sometimes a full-size pattern doesn't fit in it the right way.
Yeah,
You
like
know what
if
I'm
I
saying?
keep, if I want to put this in, well, here's a good example. No, that's not ours.
I have mine. Do you want mine?
Yeah. Like if I want to, because I keep any patterns I print off in sleeve protectors, paper
Oh, yeah,
protectors.
'cause you're-
And so it doesn't, like, it doesn't always fit down. And even just a full-size pattern, if it's, it kind of
Yeah, you kind of have to pull the
pull the
flap
piece up and everything.
So we're trying, and our bags are about 10 by 12.
I've measured them 100 times.
They're 12, 10 by 12 maybe. And so we're trying to make them slightly bigger just so they would fit. I don't necessarily need it to fit my Q-snap. That's not really, because I don't really necessarily take my stitching on the road, but it would be nice to have one that just, your patterns go in a little easier. So maybe I'll sew that tomorrow, but maybe not.
I doubt it.
So, in case you're wondering, the fabric that is on Whitney's sew away bag
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
this bag, and Sarah and I both have a bag, is Hocus Pocus fabric. If you are a Hocus Pocus fan, that's what we're watching later tonight. That's like spooky season, even if you don't think it is. It totally is.
It is.
It doesn't matter
Absolutely
what
is.
the
I have
season
like
is.
fall wax melts in.
We're bringing up Halloween stuff later.
Yeah,
It's time.
It is
It's
time
time.
for spooky season.
But
It's
we
always
found
time.
this at Joann's, right?
Yeah, this
And
fabric's
then
at
the
Joann's.
batiks I got at the quilt shop we mentioned
And they
earlier.
do have some more different stuff online, like a Binks fabric and that kind of stuff. But
but you have
Joann's
to buy 2
online,
yards at a time
you have to
now.
buy so much online. Like we
2
really,
yards.
we don't shop
Right.
that much anymore, thanks to COVID. So we've been trying to do like curbside pickup
I
and
do
that kind of stuff.
online
Yeah,
a lot.
Well, yeah, but what?
It's a sickness.
but
It's
sometimes
really.
Joann's and those places, it's hard to get what you want online. Like you can't buy individual skeins of DMC and
Or the right color zipper.
yeah. So it's a little anyway. that's
Step
a
it
whole
up,
other-
Joann's.
Yeah, it's a whole
Give us
other
more
thing.
choices online.
So
Oh, There goes fire.
I'm trying to think of anything else. So plans for the week, at least on my side, I'm going to try to start on that positivity rules. And try to get, I think I could get that done pretty quickly. I really want to start this, something new. I showed it last week, but I want to do the frosted pumpkin. What's the name of it? The new Sal.
The pattern's right there. Can't you?
Yeah, but I don't remember. I took the front off.
The Tiny Modernist sections come out the first too.
Midnight Way. Midnight Way. Yeah, so I want to start this. Even if I just get a small start on it, I know I probably won't finish. And this is a random Picture This Plus fabric that I can't remember the name of. I'm going to do it on that. I cut it down to size. I've got all my floss. It's ready to go. I want to work on positivity rules. Like Whitney said, the next part of the Halloween Ouija by Tiny Modernist will be coming out September 1st.
And her Christmas one.
Yeah, which
I can't remember the
which
name
I
of
have
it.
all kitted up. Whitney has it all
Same.
kitted up.
Yep.
I think one of you should volunteer to rip all the boxes out of my Ouija board.
No, I'm not frogging here.
I'll do it.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I can't guarantee what shape it'll be in.
Just-
forget it.
We just haven't started it. I think there's just so many Sals, but when I do a stitch along, I feel like I don't work on other things, like that I end up just working on the stitch along, so whatever. But and then I kind of want to start Coming to America on September 6th and do the 66 days of Coming to America for the Women of the Mayflower by With Thy Needle and Thread. But I don't know. It's just a lot.
When does like the first day of that 66
September 6th was when the stitch along starts.
Okay.
And they traveled. It took them 66 years to get to the new world.
66 years?
66 years? My goodness. It's 2018. 66 years.
66.
I can't. You guys aren't invited next time.
We're crashing.
So it took them 66 days to get to the new world. So it's a 66 day stitch along. That's a lot of S's.
Come on.
So those are some plans. And then today we really like dyeing fabric and we haven't done it forever. So we bought some fabric. I got a roll of 16 count Zweigert at Hobby Lobby, and Whitney bought a gigantic
Giant piece.
bed sheet of white 14 count Aida, and we're going to dye some fabric today. So we do a lot of like ice dyeing or mason jar dyeing. I'd like to try, if you watch Steel City Stitchers, they did some bleach dyeing recently and it was super cool. So someday we'll get there.
Shaving cream.
Yeah,
dye.
she really wants to try the shaving cream dye. I don't know, it's just kind of something fun to do, and then you have great fabric that you can use for your project. So Whitney has a few pieces that she's
These are
dyed.
some that we dyed last year. I think all of these are maybe mason jar dyeing. It's kind of an orange.
Yeah, it looks pretty
It looks much
true to
tangerine
color, right?
kind
Yeah.
of color. Yeah. I think these two are probably the first ones I dyed, and they're ice dyeing with like, it's a dark purple and sort of black gray mix.
I like that. It's not that much different. It's just darker than the one I'm using for that, that picture. This
Yeah, and then this is another one. The first one
You can
I
see
did.
the black way more in
That's
that,
ice
or
dye.
gray.
I think
You could see the.
Did we do something like the charcoal? Is that what we used on that one? To
It
get a
might
little bit
be.
darker?
It's been so long. And then I have one piece that we did. I think this is like a candy apple green is the name of the dye. This was done in
That'd
a
be
mason
cool for
jar.
Halloweeny.
Yeah. So. And I have a bunch that I want to dye. This one is just one. I think one of the first ones we did tea and coffee dye with.
And I have some like touch of gray Aida that I want to try to tea and coffee dye. I think Priscilla and Chelsea always like the fabric where they use like blue denim and then they tea and coffee dye. It always looks so cool and kind of grungy, and so I'd like to do some of that. But we'll see.
We'll see how far we get tonight.
Yeah. So we do that, and we're not by any means professionals. Probably like professional people who dye stuff would be horrified by how we dye stuff.
Probably.
But it keeps us happy and off the streets.
Well, and it's just a good way because I love buying nice fabric, you know, Picture This Plus, or I love Be Stitch Me and like that kind of stuff. But sometimes you just want a piece of fabric quickly, and sometimes you're kind of broke because you're a teacher. So and sometimes it's cheaper to just buy your own Aida. And I know it's maybe not the highest quality, like the stuff you would get at Joann's and things like that. But for what we stitch, and it's just for us. So
Yeah.
We enjoy it. And there was something else I was going to say, and now I don't remember. So we're going to do that. We're going to watch Hocus Pocus. We're going to make dessert, because that's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
We periodically get together. We used to do it more, but COVID and life and 2020, we get together on Saturdays and we watch like 2 or 3 movies. We always eat a ton because, I mean, come on now.
That's just what we do.
Come on now.
Because food equals happiness.
And then we stitch. We sit and stitch. So it's just what we enjoy doing. It keeps us out of trouble.
Carrie, you have
For the most
a
part.
admirer.
As you can see, Laverne, who constantly loves to be on camera. I recorded so many videos when we were doing like emergency online learning in the spring, and they ignored me the whole time. And for some reason, now with these Flosstubes, Shirley doesn't care, but Laverne just has to be in the picture.
You know, you
She's
could
just
come
like,
up here, Barbara.
she's like, admire my beauty.
Come here. Come here.
She's not going to be sensible about it. She's just
not.
going to, and she
Come here.
don't want to be picked up.
She doesn't want to be picked up.
She's a little chunky monkey.
She is a chunky monkey.
So anyway, I feel like there's something that I was going to say that I totally
Yeah.
forgot. Oh, I wanted to say thank you to Lollipop Stitches. If you have not watched her, which I'm sure a lot of you have, you totally should. Vern, come here.
Sorry.
Vernie, come here.
She's like, no, I'm listening to her attention now.
Get down, please. Okay. And on her last video, she kind of gave a little shout out to us, and I just wanted to say thank you that I enjoy her Flosstube just as much as she said she enjoys ours. So please go check her out. She's a fellow Disney freak if you haven't watched her, and it's always nice to see someone who loves Disney, loves Tula Pink, loves the kind of stuff you stitch as much as you do. So also, I don't know who I've talked about before, but I have always watched. One of the first people I started watching besides Steel City Stitchers was Count Twice, Stitch Once. So if you have not checked out Connie and Melina on there, they are great. That's where I get all my Mill Hill obsession, because Connie does some incredible Mill Hill stuff. Of course, Priscilla and Chelsea, but I feel like everybody watches them. Michelle Bendy. So if you're looking for great new Flosstubers, they're out there, and it's just fun to be even just starting off in a really cool community. So please be sure to, do we have something else to say?
I don't think so.
Okay, be sure
Oh, did you want to mention when we get 100 subscribers?
yeah, when we get up to 100 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway. I don't know what it's going to be. It might be I might sew a bag and give away a bag. So that's my idea at this point, with
and
maybe a pattern inside.
Maybe if we get to 200,
with a
I'll make a sew-away bag.
But quite honestly, if you just come and you watch and you don't want to subscribe,
Absolutely.
you do you. You know, it's fine. I think we all need a little joy. The world right now is just, it's hard. It's hard to watch the
a
news.
dumpster fire.
It's hard to go to work and not have our students with us. It's just, it's a rough year, but this brings us a little bit of joy, and that's what we're looking for. So if you want to stick around and you want to, once again,
Enjoy the awkwardness.
get up and all.
This doesn't get any better than this.
It really doesn't. It really doesn't.
Then
this is awesome.
be sure to like or subscribe. Leave a comment if you have a question. I'm terrible. I know this is only the 3rd video, so not all of you are probably giving me a break. But I'm terrible about putting stuff down in the comments, so I'm really going to try to be better about tagging stores or patterns or designers that we talk about. But if I forget, feel free to leave a comment, and I'm trying to, I don't have that many. It's not like I have 9 million comments. All the hordes of comments. I always try to comment back, because I just think that's a great thing. I am on Instagram at 3 Trail Stitcher. Sarah is on Instagram as SarahMC70.
70.
Whitney is on Instagram as
It's Whitney MILB. I think.
Yeah, it's mostly
That's
pictures.
bad. I don't even know my own Instagram.
We'll make her tag it
It's
today.
mostly
I'll find it.
pictures of her
Of my dogs because
of her 4 gigantic
I'm a
dogs.
crazy dog.
They're
mom.
not dogs. They are house
horses.
They are
Yes.
huge.
Yeah. So
But they're so
Giant.
sweet.
They're the best.
They're the best puppies.
They keep me happy.
So 1, 2, all of us will be back next week. You never can tell. But we will see you then. I hope you have a great week. I hope you find time to stitch.
Stay healthy.
Stay healthy. Turn off the news.
Yes,
Stitch a little
turn
bit.
off the news.
Watch some Netflix. But don't turn off the news because it's also important. Watch it a little bit each day. You got to know what's going on out there in the world. So
Whatever. Watch the weather.
Don't watch the news.
Just watch the weather, and you're good. You're all good.
So anyway, thank you so much. We will let you go because we've never gone 35 minutes before.
Ooh.
And we need to go get some salty iguana, which is one of our favorite taco places because we're starving.
Chicken flautas.
Yeah. So take care, and we will see you next time. See you real soon.
Bye, guys.